this is Janila, the person behind Crafty Crochet Castle, and in this video I'm going to show you the pattern to crochet these oysters with pearls inside. You can choose to attach pearls inside, or you can also crochet the little pearls and place them inside your oyster shell. If you would like to add a little fun touch to them, you can embroider eyes and mouth to the project and bring your character alive. I hope you would crochet these along with me. To crochet these oysters, I'm using worsted weight yarn, 4.5 mm crochet hook, scissors, yarn needle. If you would like to embroider the eyes, you can use either safety eyes or embroidery thread and needle. And if you would like to use pearls, you would require some pearls and glue gun to attach them. The details are in the description box below. Let us crochet the oyster shell. So I'm starting with my yellow yarn. I'll do a slip knot followed by chain 6. To do a chain, I'm going to yarn over and pull through this loop. This is my first chain. I'm going to do 5 more chains. Now let's begin working on row 1. For row 1, on the 3rd chain from the hook, this is the 3rd chain from the hook. This is the first chain, 2nd chain and 3rd chain. I will do a half double crochet. To do a half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook in the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I'll have 3 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops at once. This stitch is called a half double crochet. I'm going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Now we'll be down to the last stitch in this chain. In this stitch I will do a single crochet. To do a single crochet, I'm going to insert my hook in the chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I'll have 2 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over, pull through both the loops. So there we have finished our row 1. This row will have a total of 4 stitches. Now let's begin working on row 2. For row 2, I'll do chain 1, turn my work. Normally when we are working a stitch, we'll insert a hook like this on both the front stitch and the back stitch. But for row 2, I'll be working on the back loops only. So this stitch is the back loops. So on my first stitch, I'll do 1 single crochet on the back loop only. And on the next 2 stitches, I will be doing 1 half double crochet worked in the back loops only. Now we will be down to the last stitch over here. In this stitch I will be doing 2 half double crochet in the same stitch. Row 2 will have a total of 5 stitches. So now we have finished our row 2. Now let's start working on row 3. For row 3, I'll start off with chain 2, turn my work, and this time I'll be working on the front loops only. So this is the front loop alone. I will not be using the stitches on the back side. So on my first stitch over here, I will do 2 half double crochet in the same stitch worked in the front loops only. On the next 3 stitches, on the front loops only, I'll work 1 half double crochet in each stitch. Now we'll be down to the last stitch. In this stitch, I will be working 1 single crochet in the front loops only. Row 3 will have a total of 6 stitches. Now let's start working on row 4. For row 4, I'll do chain 1, turn my work, and I'll be working on the back loops only this time. On my very first stitch, I will do 1 single crochet on the back loops. On the next 3 stitches, I'll be doing 1 half double crochet each on the back loops only. Now we'll be down to the last 2 stitches. In this stitch I'll be doing a half double crochet 2 together or half double crochet decrease on the back loops only. To do a half double crochet decrease, I'm gonna yarn over, insert my hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Instead of finishing this half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over again and insert my hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I'll have total of 5 loops on my hook worked across 2 stitches on the bottom. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops at once. So if you notice, we have worked 2 stitches on the bottom and finished it as 1 stitch. This is a half double crochet decrease. So this row 4 will have a total of 5 stitches. Now we are down to the last row for the shell, which is row 5. This row I'll start off with chain 2, turn my work, and I'll be working on the front loops only. First I'll do a half double crochet 2 together, followed by a half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and on the last stitch I will do a single crochet in the front loop only. So if you notice, this side is the right side with beautiful ridges and this side is the wrong side. Now to complete row 5, I will be working across the bottom of the shell over here. I'll do 4 single crochet. I'll space it across so that I can reach my 4th single crochet to this end so that we can form a nice curve to our shell. So I will insert in the same stitch and do 1 single crochet. I'll do another single crochet over here. This is my 3rd single crochet, and my 4th single crochet will be on the beginning stitch. By doing this, we have formed a nice curve over here, and I'm going to finish off over here leaving a long tail. To finish it off, I'm gonna cut the yarn over here. Next I'm going to yarn over and pull the yarn through this loop and tighten this up. So there we have finished up one of the shell. Make sure to crochet 1 more shell. Now let us see how to crochet this pearls. If you have pearls, you can go ahead and use it, but if you would like to finish this up like a character, you can take your white yarn and we can crochet our own pearls and embroider eyes to them to make it like a fun little character. So I'm taking my white yarn. I'll start off with a magic circle, followed by 6 single crochet inside this ring. For this pattern of the pearls, we'll be working in rounds, and I'm not going to join at the end of each round. Once we have all 6 single crochet, I'm going to pull the tail to close the opening. Now let's begin working on round 2. For round 2, on my very first stitch, I will be doing 2 single crochet in the same stitch. And on the next stitch, I will do 1 single crochet. I'll repeat this pattern 2 more times for this round. The pattern is 2 single crochet in the next stitch, followed by 1 single crochet in the next stitch. This round 2 will have a total of 9 single crochet. If you would like, you can go ahead and use a stitch marker to mark the beginning of each round. Now let's begin working on round 3. For round 3, I'll do 1 single crochet in every stitch around. This round 3 will have a total of 9 single crochet. After completing round 3, you can choose to attach eyes if you would prefer. I'm using safety eyes here. You can also use an embroidery thread and needle to embroider the eyes. Now let us work on round 4. For round 4, I will do a single crochet 2 together first. To do a single crochet 2 together or single crochet decrease, I'm going to insert my hook in the stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Next, I'm going to insert my hook in the next stitch, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now I'll have a total of 3 loops on my hook. I'll yarn over, pull through both the loops. We would have worked 2 stitches on the bottom and finished it up as 1 stitch. This is a single crochet decrease. On my next stitch, I will be doing a single crochet. I'm going to repeat this pattern 2 more times for this round. Round 4 will have a total of 6 stitches. Now I'm going to finish off over here, leaving a long tail and stuff this pearl before we close the opening. So I'm taking some polyfill stuffing and I'm going to stuff it inside. To close the opening, I'm threading this tail in a yarn needle and I will run it across the front loops of all the stitches remaining in the last round. So once you've covered all the stitches, I'm going to pull this tail. There the opening has closed. And I'm going to weave the tail in. To weave the tail, I'm going to insert it through the center point over here and pull it out through a random spot. In this case, I'm pulling it out nearby because we would need to attach this pearl onto the shell. So there we have crocheted a pearl with eyes. If you would like, at this point you can embroider mouth. Here are all the completed pieces. We would need 2 shells and 1 pearl to complete one of these oyster pearls. So first I'm going to show you how to assemble using the crocheted pearl, and then I'll show you how to assemble using these artificial pearls. So first I'm going to take 1 shell. The ridges side is the right side, so that side will be facing outside. So this is the bottom piece. Next I'm going to place this pearl over here and sew it up. I'm going to use only the loops to sew it up. So I'm threading the long tail in a blunt tip needle and I'm going to sew it up so that the eyes look outside. I do not want the stitches to be shown on the other side, so I'm using only the loops to attach them. Once you have finished sewing this up, you can weave the tail in. To weave the tail, I'm just going to insert it through the pearl over here and pull it up in a random spot. Make sure it's not too tight and I'm going to trim it off over here. So there we have attached pearl. This curved portion is to be the open side. Now let us see how to sew these two up together. So I'm taking both the shell pieces. The ridge side is to be on the top side. Now I'm going to place both the flat sides together and I'm going to sew them along this side. To attach the pearl, I'm using a hot glue gun. I'm going to glue it in place. You can also choose to sew it if you would prefer that. Here is the completed oyster with pearl. I hope you would crochet these along with me. Please show your support by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.